Are we going to do it? Hello, everyone. It's so much easier to do that when we're in person.
It is, and it's just so much. Yeah, this is a new streaming thing. This is new. We're trying to figure it out. Okay, so hopefully we are live.
Yes, and again, Bobbi's the only one who can see your comments when they come in. So Bobbi's going to be the one navigating all the questions and the comments. So say hello to Bobbi, everyone.
Hello to Bobbi, everyone.
Oh dear.
Okay, so far I can't see any. Oh, there's one. It's a hi from Facebook user. Again, we don't have your names this time. Oh my goodness.
I think I'm going to make the executive decision and we're going to look for a different streaming platform because this one has been problematic from the beginning. So
yeah, right from the start. And you know these things, like you're good at these things. So I'm not okay. Yeah, no, you're good. No, you're good. And so if you are having trouble, then yes. Hello, Jerry. Nice to see you too.
Hi Jerry.
Okie dokie. So yes, please give us your names because otherwise your Facebook user.
Yeah.
Or yeah. And Jerry, your name actually came up, so I'm not sure which platform you're on.
Yeah, well, sometimes okay, so YouTube names seem to come up. So if you've joined us through YouTube, your name will probably come up. And some people on Facebook, I think that they had to agree to something. I don't even know where it is, but when I was doing the live earlier this week on Facebook and everything, some people weren't just Facebook user. I don't know. So there we go.
Oh, hi from Sarah. Oh, Jerry, here's here again. Jerry's on YouTube. Linda, hello. Yes, Linda's name is coming up. Oh no, Linda's on YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it.
Hello, Debbie. Debbie is
hi.
Here. Okie dokie. Thank you very much. So what are we discussing? Oh, can we talk about our matching hats?
Yeah, yes, we have matching hats that are inspired by dunce caps, maybe.
That's kind of funny. Is the Santa hat actually inspired by the dunce cap, which is actually the inspiration for the witch's hat?
So I think we should talk about that first and foremost, because that sounds kind of exciting.
Now, thousands of years later, yes, it's exciting, not as terrifying. Well, because the dunce cap was what people who were accused of things had to wear. Mm-hmm. So when women were accused of being witches, they had to wear a dunce cap. And then it became the witch's hat.
And then the witch's hat.
Yes.
That's... Yeah, I had no idea that was where that had come from. I'd only heard it as a dunce cap and in relation to, being in school and being put in the corner and wearing the dunce cap. I didn't realize that it extended much further back and that it had many more sinister purposes.
Yeah, and when you think about it, even the dunce cap in school, that's pretty bloody sinister.
That's pretty awful.
That's pulling the child out of the group and saying, hey, the thing you said isn't, like, let's just make fun of you. Thank you very much. Linda loves our hats.
Okay, thank you, Linda.
Explain everything to Erin because she cannot see the chat. Only I can.
Yep.
So everyone knows if I'm saying it, it's actually only because poor Erin can't see it.
Thank you. But you know what? I think it's probably best that you're in the driver's seat today. I was driving all over the Comox Valley today, and on my way to drop off Bobbi's hat, I got lost like 4 times. I even drove right past your house, and you have to realize, if you haven't been to Bobbi's house for a reading or for a yoga class before, she literally has these beautiful, colorful signs all over.
All over my front lawn.
Yeah. It's literally impossible to drive past Bobbi's house. But today I managed it. So I think it's appropriate that you're in the driver's seat today because...
so we don't get lost.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's kind of funny that you even say that because usually we come on and we have a little chat up with each other and we debrief with each other before we start. We didn't really have that time today.
Nope.
at all.
We were figuring out the techie stuff. Yep.
Yeah. And I went late with my final client and blah, blah, blah. So I was way behind.
Yep.
So I was thinking today, I don't even know if I can do a live today. Load of sorts. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Facebook.
Hi, Nikki.
Doesn't say your name, so I'm going to say hello back to you, but it still says
welcome.
User. So, for some reason, if you're on Facebook, you have to tell us your name, or you can stay anonymous.
You can just stay anonymous. It will still show up on the Facebook live feed. We just don't see it.
Anonymous to us. And anonymous to us might be good too. If they're asking a question that we have to call in the people in the brains and we have that.
It was definitely really interesting because for me, when I do readings, I connect with a person through their name because your name holds a lot of energy. And so when I was doing my live earlier this week and it was just Facebook user, I had no idea who it was. So yeah, it did add a different element to.
I used to do that when I would start. I would say, can you just give me your name? And then I would say the person's name 3 times in my head.
Yep.
And now I forget people's names all the time.
All
the time. I will even look at someone and I know you. And I remember you're dead people.
Yep.
And I can't remember things about you.
Yep.
So I can't say to someone who's been here a few times, remind me of your name. You can't do that because that's just bad.
You know what, though? I do exactly the same thing. I will have spent hours with a person and can remember them and their energy, but not their face and often not their name. But I know that I know them and I know the stuff sometimes. But
you know what? I've even had, this might be a little off topic, but not entirely.
Go for it. What is it?
Reading someone in person.
Yep.
And then they get up and we walk to the door and I'm like, wow, you look so different. You ever had that?
I don't know that I've specifically had that, but it makes a lot of sense to me when you say that because you're connecting with them on a completely different level. And then you come back down into like human form. And in human form, you just look different.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah. And it's not in a bad way. It's just different.
Yes. Okay. So Deidre says hello.
Hi, Deidre.
And Claire says hello.
Hi, Claire.
There we go. Hello.
And also thank you guys for joining us. It's always a pleasure that you guys come and join us and you sit in and you chat with us. We love it.
I absolutely, someone has asked a question and I love this question so much.
Okay.
I'll get to it later.
Okay.
Is my procrastinating going to end? LOL. That's the question. I'll get to it later.
So are we going to get to the question later or are we going to hop on it right now?
I actually think that we procrastinate when things aren't actually that important to us. Or somewhere deep inside of us, we know we do not have it within us to deal with that at that moment.
That's exactly what I was going to say too, because that can also be part of it, that it could still be something that's important, but that there are other things that we need to do and to focus on first. And usually it's like our own self-care in order to have the energy and the resources that we need to take care of whatever that thing is.
Yes. Yeah. Because I say this in my head all the time. No, Bobbi, be nice to you. That's not do that right now. Because sometimes we're in a bad state of affairs. Yeah, we'll deal with something like Canada Revenue, and we're in a really bad state.
I was putting them out of my head, Bobbi.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
I've been trying not to lately. I've been trying to face that horror head on, so that it's not a horror. So I'm adjusting pillows behind me.
Yep, that's no problem. So I was going to say I've had a really hard time with procrastination over most of this year, but especially like the last 6 months, because I was totally and completely depleted and exhausted and literally had nothing to give to do even the most mundane things. And over the last couple of weeks or several months, I've been working with a counselor, but in the last couple of weeks, my decision was to do things in the laziest way possible. Because as a hopefully reformed perfectionist, it's really difficult not to do things to the best. And sometimes you just don't have the capacity to do it. And I've actually found that I'm starting to get more energy back, like we're here today because I have some energy, which is awesome. And have been able to do other things and have been even in a slightly more festive spirit, which is unusual for me at this time of year. So again, if it resonates for you, I invite you to participate in doing things in the laziest way possible over the next couple of weeks as we move through the holiday season.
Yeah, because actually the holiday season is, I usually take time off in the holiday season because people understand taking time off around Christmas. And it actually always ends me up in a financial, holy Christmas. Because I tend to overspend at Christmas. I'm incorrect in that one. But I agree. Yeah, I am actually, I just had a few days off and I allowed myself to Christmas decorate and to do and because I make a lot of my Christmas presents, things like that. That's what I did. So
beautiful.
We have someone here from Manchester, England.
Hello, welcome.
I'll bet you anything if you walked around naked, because they've written, I can't even get arrested in this godforsaken town, Manchester, England. More chance of getting hit by lightning than what being attacked by a great white shark than getting a leg over. I love you. I had to interrupt us to read that because that popped up and I was like, oh my God, that's so very, very, very good. I'll bet anything. If you really, really, really put your mind to it, you could get arrested.
I'm sure that you could, but it kind of takes me to like our little hats. And I think it could be fun to be naked, but with hats appropriately placed so you're not completely like exposed. I think that would be a lot of fun.
That's really good. Yes. And actually, my husband read a thing to me once. If you are naked and you want to feel more naked, put a pair of shoes on.
Oh,
naked. I have no idea because it gives you the idea of public. I don't know.
But yeah, I think so. That's immediately where my brain went, because if you're wearing shoes, like you're expecting to be out of the house, and that's just even more exposed.
You shouldn't have your dangly bits out when you do that.
That's absolutely right. Oh dear.
Okay, there's so many people. Okay. So,
all right.
Okay. Now. Okay. There is, so we just asked about procrastinating. Well, yes. Procrastinating. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're actually prioritizing. It looks like Erin is frozen. Oh, you're back. Okay. You were 5 seconds, but you're back. Okay. Now, because I got to do this in order because I did jump ahead because this Manchester person, male or female, I think they're hilarious. Anyway,
just a Facebook user.
Such a British thing to say, get the leg over. And it always harkens like getting your leg actually over someone. Anyway, so now we are answering questions, correct? Because that has come up.
Let's do it.
Like, whoa! Okay. And I love that we don't know the people. Oh, but this is a person we know, but I'm not even going to mention who it is to you.
Okay.
So maybe that'll help because I don't know this person. Any answers coming my way? I like the way that they put that, health answers.
Oh, did you say health?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so big and broad. When I do questions, I usually ask for a specific question. Okay, so as soon as I tap in and connect, I feel really frustrated. Like I feel like there's something that I'm putting off. I don't want to deal with it, and it feels like it's big and it's overwhelming, and it feels like it's going to consume me. I want to turn away. I just want to curl up in my blanket and just not look at it. But what I'm hearing is that you need to look at it, because if you don't, then it's going to get worse, and it's already kind of blown out of proportion in your head and in your mind because you've been turning away. So I want to encourage you to take a look at this, because it is important to look at it. When I ask about what it is, it feels like I need to move in my body. Like there's something I need to move and to like get it out and to stretch it and to just put it. Yeah. How about you, Miss Bobbi?
I see someone doing heads and shoulders, knees and toes.
Oh,
head and shoulders, knees and toes,
knees and toes, knees and toes.
That's just exercise. Then doing one with your body, because head and shoulders, knees and toes. This is my head, this is my shoulders, my knees, my toes. I'm actually checking in with my body. touching my body and actually being part of it. I think, the movement, and it could even be exercise a little bit, because sometimes, as a person who experiences arthritis throughout my body, I have found now what I'm doing and what I've been called to do is actually do more strength training. So I started doing more strength training.
Yes.
Because I want to be strong again and feel strong. But my body makes me feel as though I cannot do strength training, and all I want to do is sit with heat and suffer. So I know what you mean. Get moving, because especially if it's anything having to do with arthritis, you got to move, unfortunately. But yeah.
Absolutely. And also I've got a lot of emotion that's coming up as well. Like, I feel like I want to sit down and cry, and I want to encourage you to do that, to release, because that's going to help you face and deal with whatever is popping up around you.
Yeah, because this person could very much be dealing with a health mystery.
That certainly makes a lot of sense. And so with that, I really want to encourage you to advocate for yourself and look at things outside of mainstream medicine, because often that's where we go first and we don't get a lot of support. And so we need to look in other directions and other places for ourselves.
Yeah. And I'm actually even hearing as well that the body tells us what the mind is missing. They might want to go beyond the physical and go into the mental, emotional, and it could very well be psychic. The autoimmunes are increasing constantly, and it's actually because we're more aware, but we don't know we're aware. So our body's like, hey, you're aware. And we're like, why do I feel like this? And that's my opinion.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things that I experience is, like, when I go up and it feels really good. Like, you're kind of disconnected from your body and the physical experiences in your body. And it feels really nice and amazing. And it's really jarring when you come back down into the physical.
When you're over for the day, and all of a sudden you're like, oh no.
I have to feel all of my stuff again.
When the epidural wears off.
Yeah.
Because when they take the epidural away, you're like, what happened? And it's sudden, and it's just before they push a baby. Anyway, so yes, okay, I agree. Okay, now,
awesome.
Manchester.
Yes. Okay.
Let's get a leg over. Yeah, there's something like this with the chest. There's something that they might be putting out that might be projecting so far, but then I almost see it like a projector that puts a screen right here. That's and I don't know if that means that they're blocking, or if that means that in their heart they're projecting a certain thing. It's very confusing.
Interesting, because when you talk about it and say it, I'm not entirely sure what the question is, but just I want to go in. So, like, if you're talking about projecting from the heart, I'm actually wanting to go into, like, solar plexus and sacral and into root, and I'm wanting to ground. And so it could be part of what you're getting is that we're projecting one thing, but we're actually not completely in alignment with where we are and what we're actually wanting to project. So it's kind of like, come in, get centered, get really clear on what it is that we want to be putting out there, and then start putting it out there again.
Yeah, because actually what I'm hearing is, when you're dating someone, everybody wants to do you, but then when you're single, nobody wants to know you.
Yeah.
It's almost like they can smell it on you.
Well, because you vibe in a completely different way when you're, like, in that kind of connection, and then you fall down and you fall off. Your energy and your vibrations all over the place.
Yeah, it could even be too when you're with someone, you actually feel wanted.
Yeah,
you feel loved, you feel sexy. So that's what people are picking up on. You're loved, you're sexy, you're wanted.
Yep, that's exactly what they're getting, and you don't necessarily need anything from anyone. I don't need you to want me, because I'm being satisfied and taken care of at home.
Because nothing is sexier than someone who doesn't need you. That is so sexy. Yeah, it's so freeing.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. My Christmas tree caught my eye, and I'm like, is something on fire? We're good. I was on fire. So yeah. So how does Manchester, and that's what I'm going to call you because all I have is Facebook user, find a way? Yeah, because it has to start within her or him.
Yeah,
what I saw. This was something I always get to see. Lucky me, I saw them
having a good time.
Yes, with no one else in the room but you and your hand.
Yep, that's a good time.
I'm left-handed. Too much information for that. That's my name when I'm naughty. So yeah, they might want to give themselves everything that they would hope to get from another human being, and then they will they will actually attract the highest level of human being. Because they'll be attracting what they're already giving. If they're at the point where like anyone in a storm, they will get anyone in a storm. So
yeah. Date yourself first. I think that's one of the best things that you can do. Do the things that you want to do with your partner, but do it for yourself. Do the things that make you feel good, and on lots of different levels.
Agree. Totally agree. Yeah, because then it's the icing on the cake. Then you're actually giving yourself what you actually need. And I actually believe, again, with the actually, that the universe will keep you single for a little bit. Because you need to be single for a little bit. You were still for a second there. Oh, you still can.
I know. I think it's my internet connection, but
they're very positive stills. You haven't stills looking clear.
Because that does really happen a lot. I noticed that we share a video, like I'm like, you look great. Okay. I'm going to switch over to my hotspot and fingers crossed. So I will be back if you lose me.
Okay. Okie dokie. So Eric's going to be back if we lose her. But this next question I want to share with Erin. And I'm
still here.
Okay, smashing. Okay. Thank you for this, ladies. I was told I am a starseed, probably a Palladian. How shall I clear myself to allow me to be open to my next step? Well, you know what I'm going to say.
You go for it.
Well, I'm a broken record. Meditate, please. meditate.
Yeah.
Because of being as I am, born like this, it wasn't to meditation that I could actually hear the dead as though they were speaking. Which I completely put towards meditation, because I was able to align my chakras, actually tell myself that what I was receiving was something outside of me and something that was I needed to decipher, and that helped immensely. What about you, young lady?
Yeah. And it's really interesting that you would say, I want Erin to take this one, because I actually don't have a huge amount of personal experience with starseed work. But that would have absolutely have been my suggestion as well, was meditation. I'm also wanting to encourage a connection with water. And I don't know if this is something that's specific with the Palladians and with the starseeds, but I'm wanting to do lots of releasing and letting go. And I also have a lot of tactile messages that are coming up. I'm wanting to be really conscious and aware of the things that are against my skin and around touch, because it feels like there are things in our world that are incredibly uncomfortable. Like it feels like I have road rash and it's really raw. And so I want to be as gentle and soothing with those things. And I'm also I'm noticing I'm touching myself, not in a dirty way, obviously, but because that's not that kind of show. Absolutely. You absolutely could. Because I think that this is true of all of us, but especially for people who have extraterrestrial connection is we are here to have a physical earth experience, and part of that physical earth experience is things like touch and food and physical intimacy and sex and all sorts of different things. And so I would encourage you to explore on those levels, not necessarily to connect with the starseed, but more to really avail yourself of the experiences that are here. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah. And routine is actually in grounding. So I guess that's kind of the same sort of thing. But I know if someone told me I was if someone told me I was something that I'd never heard of, or that I had no actual, I would find that confusing for me. I would go into myself more to see what that looks like from the inside looking out. Because people have told me I'm things, and I looked into it and thought, I think actually it was a miscommunication, and that was what made sense with them, and this is what makes sense with me.
Absolutely.
So, that would be my only thing, just because it's not coming from inside.
And if it's something that you're wanting more information about, it's so funny because I actually saw Tanya QC, who we had on our Oracle chats 2 years ago, and she'd shared a clip.
Years ago?
I know, isn't that crazy? And she had shared a clip from our show where she was talking about starseed or something similar. And so what I would do is I would check out people who specifically speak to that. And Tanya QC would be amazing for that because she has huge amounts of experience. And what I'll do is after the show, I'll be sure to drop that down into the comments, her contact and her website. I think it's Light Seed Art, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and actually, even when you say that, they showed me Ayurvedic nutrition. Ayurvedic nutrition. Kapha, Beta, Pitta.
Pitta.
For myself, when I was becoming a yogi, we were taught Ayurvedic nutrition, and we were told to look through and figure out which one we were. I couldn't figure myself out.
Really?
I said, "Oh, I'm a little bit this. I'm a little bit that. I'm a little bit this. I'm a little bit that." It's because I wasn't self-aware.
Right.
Now I could probably pick it out like that. Because I wasn't aware, being presented with these 3 different options, I could see myself in many.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Amazing.
But go into her YouTube channel and her Facebook. I believe.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram. She's kind of on everything, and she's got some really great information for people who are just kind of learning and exploring and coming to understand where they come from. Yeah.
At the very least, she could have like a list of, if you are Orion, you are this. If you are Arcturian, if you're Palladian. That makes perfect sense. And then if you read that too, then you can link with why the water. Because the water is the conductor.
That would totally make sense. I mean, water is such a powerful resource for clearing and for raising energy and vibration.
And is it only here?
Oh no, there's definitely water on other planets for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. Anywho, okie dokie.
Yeah.
Oh darn. Thank you for your kindness and understanding and kind thoughts. You're very welcome. Not sure who it was. Oh darn, I'm sorry. Ladies company just showed up, and LOL. Have a great day.
Enjoy your company.
It's Facebook user. I'm so glad you have company. It's Christmas time. People are just showing up. Okay. I like this. I have been waiting all year for the universe's big reveal and got nothing. Has this year been a pause for reflection and growth for something big that is coming? Oh my God, I was just talking about that with somebody.
Yeah.
My first reading today, I said they're so hot on 2025. It's like 2024 was just the prep for 2025. Like it's almost been annoying. It's like, let me enjoy this year, could ya? Because they've been projecting to 2025 for 12 full months now. Have you found that?
Yeah, there's lots coming up around 2025. The other thing I noticed is when I do my readings, I write down the date because I do writing for my sessions, and almost all of the dates, especially the last 3 months or so, I've been writing 2025 instead of 2024. So yeah, there's definitely a lot that's coming and happening, and 2025 is going to be a year. It's interesting though, because as you were reading the question, what I was seeing was something that looked like an advent calendar. And it wasn't so much that there was a big reveal, but I feel like there were a whole pile of little mini things. And to take a look back and to reflect upon the little things that were happening that could also be leading up into the bigger stuff.
Yeah, the things you didn't realize, like in 2019.
Yeah.
In June, big event in September, big event in November.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually coincided with a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't realize was already happening.
Right.
In that time. So yeah, there's something like that too. And I have to tend to agree with you on this. I think this whole January is the new year is incorrect.
Yep.
I think we already had it.
Yep.
A month ago, month and a half, November 1st.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, it's already moving.
Yeah. Exactly. And you know, for me, the new year feels like kind of more the end of September, the beginning of October. And that's been the case for years for me. And it's so funny because I had a reading with a client and her birthday's the end of December. And she's like, the new year and even my birthday, it's never like the beginning of the year. It's always in the fall or in the spring. And I'm like, yep, that totally makes sense. If you look at what's happening, everything is dying right now. Like it's moving through a transition, but it's not necessarily coming to life, where things are falling away. So
yeah, we're in the darkness that precedes the coming of the light.
Mm-hmm.
Is why people go on to the new year ID that. And it's January. Yeah, give people something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a loved one that's born in January, which thank goodness I do. Yeah, my daughter Rowan saved me from the depression of the end of Christmas.
Yeah, for sure.
So yes. Okie dokie. Next question. And I hope that works. I've been waiting all year. Well, it's on its way.
Yep, it's coming.
Oh, you are Facebook user. Next one, Facebook user. Good afternoon. This one, I don't know if I got all this. May I please help me? I haven't gone to Island lately. I kind of think that it might be that it autocorrect on you.
Mm-hmm.
This person, may you help please me? I haven't gone to Island lately is actually how it reads.
Okay, so it sounds like this person's wanting to come to the island and is maybe asking us how we see that happening. Does that feel like that could be the vibe?
Possibly, or she or he needs conducive energy.
Oh, to get to the island.
Yeah, or something like they need to come to the island because being the island makes them feel balanced, possibly.
Yeah, I can see that. And you know what's really interesting is I don't see it so much us necessarily like sending and helping with that. I almost feel like catching on like a zip line kind of energy and just like sliding over to the island. So I think that there's other energy that you can kind of slip into that will help to get you here. It'll be more in balance.
Yes, and actually, yeah. Well, yeah, because location. You know that, yeah. But sometimes what I'm seeing is a place that I have to move back to, that I've gone to, where I just don't feel that I'm welcome anymore, energetically. Oh, it looks like we've lost Erin altogether. Well, I know she'll be back. Oh, there she is.
I'm still here.
Okay, there you are. Yeah, you're back. Okay. Sorry, you were really frozen. Now, yes. Now, yes. It's funny.
Excuse me. Hold on one more time.
Are you waiting? Oh, she's frozen again. You're frozen again? I think she's frozen again. Oh, there you are. There you are.
Can you hear me?
I can now. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to work on being able to hear too. You keep going.
Okie dokie. Okay. Let's go to the next person. Newsflash. Marshall is here.
Why can't I hear you?
I don't know. You can't hear me? I don't know why turning up the volume on my computer would help, but I tried to do that. Okie dokie. I can hear you. You can be heard. So Erin can't hear us right now, and she can't see the chat. So it's almost like Erin is Helen Keller right now, trying to figure out possibly how she could hear us again. And I do not know how she can hear us. I wish I could figure it out for her, but I have no idea. And I'm looking at everything. So I'm going to move on. And oh, there you go. I can hear you. Oh, you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me now. Oh, thank goodness. Okie dokie.
I can hear you now.
Okie dokie. Newsflash, Marshall is here.
Sorry?
Newsflash, Marshall is here.
Well, welcome, Marshall.
Yeah, thank you, Marshall. Yes. Okay, I got Marshall Mathers in my head. Anyway, Eminem. Would love some insight what to expect this new year. Been working towards a better position at work. Is that coming my way, or is it time to look elsewhere? I saw you hear her turning in the chair, or them turning in the chair. You know, like the chairs people work in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if that means work is going to turn around, or she'll be, because new perspective.
Because I'm seeing needing to kind of contort yourself in order to get what it is that you're wanting. So it's not straightforward. It's not a straight path. And what I would say is if you're ready to let go, this could be a really good time to do that. But I do see that there are options and potential. You might just have to wait a little bit longer, and it might not be as direct as what you're thinking. It's almost kind of like off to the side. And then, it's not a straight path.
Yeah, I think that's why I saw the turning in the chair, because now I have the start of Total Eclipse of the Heart in my head.
Turn around. Yeah.
Every now and then. Yeah, that's what I got in my head. They're saying turn around. So it could even be that you think that, the working towards a better position, you're like, okay, if I do this, it'll be the better position. But actually it could be just this. Just turn around. There it is.
Yep, there it is.
Like that. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know that it's time to look elsewhere, because I'm not seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think they've built so much.
Yeah.
It would be like starting a new Instagram account.
It feels like you would be giving up right before things are going to shift and change. So not yet. There's still lots of opportunity where you are.
Okie dokie. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. Now, this next person, I can see their name.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm going to tell you the question first.
Okay.
Because you wouldn't know this person by the name.
Okay.
But we have answered questions for this person many times before. Okay. Could I have a message from my spirit guide, please? And thank you. I know she got all Canadian in there.
Yes. Very polite. Very polite.
Ever so ambiguous. And because, I actually want to do the first thing that pops into your mind.
Okay. All right. Because spirit guides, first of all, isn't usually what I do. And I don't do just random messages. Like, give me something to latch onto. So we're just going to shoot with it. I'm hearing creativity, that you're needing to be more creative, to let yourself go, that everything is feeling kind of structured, and it needs to move outside of that structure and outside of that box. And also I've got some pressure that's coming up at the back of my third eye. So it also feels like we've got some growth that could be happening if you allow it. So I'm wanting to encourage some chakra clearing, but especially some work on your third eye. Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
What do you have coming up, Miss Bobbi?
I immediately see Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of believe that she needs to enjoy this Christmas, because it'll be different next year. Not in a negative way, in a positive way.
Yep.
But sometimes we don't realize we're on the precipice of everything changing.
Yep.
And enjoy the simplicity of this Christmas.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because I kind of think in the spring. Yeah,
Amazing.
Which would make a lot of sense with the creative stuff that you see, because this is a very creative person, in my opinion.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes. And we answered questions for her last weekend and next weekend. That weekend before that. Yeah. Oh, and I gotta talk to you about that. I screwed up. So I had to talk to you about whether or not you want me to fix the screw up or keep going with it.
Let's just keep going with it.
Okay, good, because I posted the entire tea party.
Oh, you did.
Yeah. Get a little edited thing, and then if you wait, it's the entire tea party, warts and all.
Oh my gosh. I know at one point I had to change this too.
Oh, I was going to use that because it was a very funny moment, and I was going to use it regardless. That was always going to be in because it's a really funny moment. But, yeah.
Oh my goodness!
But yeah, so the entire thing. So now I'm going to try to do another edit so we can just get the tea leaf reading on there. But it's having trouble letting me because it's all been posted and it's. Yeah.
It's like almost 3 hours. We recorded for almost 3 hours.
5 hours, 27 minutes.
Did we really? Oh my gosh.
I pulled out a version, edited it.
Yeah.
And that's the version everyone's watching. But if you continue, you get all of it. So now I just let that out of the bag so you can all just go, oh my God, that's when Bobbi picked her nose and blah, blah, blah.
Oh my goodness.
I know. So yeah, that's my confession to Erin that it was supposed to be just for me and Erin, but here I am. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's one of those things, and you know what? It's because I edit and I control and I make sure that everything gets very processed out before I show it to people.
Yep.
Which I have learned in the past few years, I'm not allowed to eat processed foods. So maybe this is their way of deprocessing me or something. Because we are, and you, I'm sorry, and Lisa. So, but you guys don't need to be processed. You're very pure folk.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretty sure we had little bits of naughty conversation in there too.
Oh yeah, there was some penile talk and such in that. Yeah. Sorry. So I can go back and take it off.
No, it's obviously meant to be out there, and if the police come at me, I will just send them to your house. It was all Bobbi.
They'll probably already be at my house.
Yeah, right. That's right. They'll start with you.
Indecent exposure. Right. You don't want to read it now. Watch it now. What? Somebody got some clues? Yes, Erin does. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question, now that I've told you that. Facebook user. Yep. I love this Facebook user thing. I understand that it's great when we have the names and everything and such, but the anonymity just makes it so much cleaner. Yeah, I just like it. Okie dokie. Facebook user. I am using my connection to the spirit world to help me work on ancestry to build my family tree. Excellent.
Beautiful.
This tree is growing so fast and I am so excited. Are there any messages for me from the ancestors I have been pulling from the far past into the present? Mm-hmm. Do you get anything from me in this area? Would you like to begin?
Mm-hmm. I have lots of twinkling of bells, and I feel like I'm going back like 8 generations. Like it's a really wide part of the tree, and I just kind of keep hearing and seeing twinkling of bells. So for me, that's a very clairaudient message, and I want to encourage you to pay attention to the things that you're hearing as you're connecting with those loved ones and connecting with those ancestors. I'm also really being drawn to walking by water and sticks. Like I'm not suggesting that you have a golden retriever as a past ancestor, but like I'm really feeling drawn to sticks, and I want to encourage you to be collecting wood and sticks because that feels like that's significant, maybe for something you're going to be doing or creating, or the wood itself is significant.
Yes, I actually wonder if this person is Canadian Indigenous.
That would certainly make a lot of sense to why I'm being so drawn to sticks.
Yeah, because for me with sticks with
Yeah.
Canadian Indigenous people,
Yeah.
it harkens back to Egypt. Because Egypt, they used to use sticks and stones like the
Yeah.
North used runes.
Oh,
Yeah, they
cool.
do them for divining. And I often see, because we stole everything of our Canadian Indigenous people's ancestry.
Yeah.
I actually will see them throw sticks.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
And it's
Yeah.
neat too. The way I see it, it's almost like they have gone to a graveyard and the grave opened up and an ancestor came out, and then they went, "Oh my God, there's another one. Oh my God."
I just kind of started calling them out.
But they just all start coming out of that same hole. It's like she's bringing her ancestry back to life.
Yeah.
And I use she again. So
Yeah.
You can just almost assume we don't get a lot of men.
You don't get a lot of men on our show.
No, we don't. If you're a man, show us your hand.
Welcome.
Welcome, yes, and tell a friend. But yeah, I kind of see it as though they're digging and they're learning and learning and learning and learning and learning and learning and learning. Yeah, and they're doing and they keep digging, keep going. And I actually hear the little engine that could.
Yeah.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things I'm getting, I don't do a lot with this, so let me know what you're getting with this. But I'm feeling like you've got somebody who's reincarnated, who's from your ancestry, who feels like, I want to say he is standing with you, is standing close to you. So this feels like this is either a partner or a really close friend or a sibling that you're close to. But I have something about like a reincarnated spirit that's coming in, that's really close.
Are you saying it completely reincarnated, or could actually she have an ancestor that is helping her to find everyone?
Oh, that certainly could be too, because they do feel really, really close. So it certainly could be that as well. Yep.
Because I see them in period costume.
Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's why I'm feeling that they're from
almost like reincarnated, because they brought themselves back. Yeah. But then it could be a reincarnation. But because I don't know how many generations it takes. Someone asked me that. I said, I think it's actually only until nobody's going to miss you anymore. Then you can incarnate again. Yeah. Because no one knows. Yeah. No one cares. It's actually what just popped in my head. No one cares. Okay. So I hope that helps. Okay. Now, Jerry has sent us a thank you and a face red heart shape.
Thanks, Jerry.
Because it actually says face red heart shape.
Oh. I guess we don't see emojis in this world.
And I don't know its Facebook user. We made them cry, but they say thank you. I am crying now, so you're welcome for making you cry.
It's part of our job.
It is part of our job to make you cry. Okie dokie. Okay, this is very specific, so you're going to love this.
I love specific questions.
I just had surgery, and some specimens were sent off to pathology. What will the results be? After I'm healed up from the surgery, will I have less pain moving forward?
So I was seeing 3. Something does feel like it's coming back with some sort of answer. I'm not feeling this being something to be really afraid of. It feels like it's like, oh great, now we know what we're dealing with, and we can deal with it and we can move on. So I see a lot of excitement from that perspective. The pain for me feels like it takes a little bit of time. Like I feel like I'm kind of wobbling a little bit. It's almost like I'm learning to redo something. But the pain does feel like it lessens over time. What about you, Miss Bobbi? What do you get?
Okie dokie. So I immediately got snot when it came from what the results will be.
Okay.
They will give me snot because snot is just a coagulation of stuff your body knows it doesn't need.
Yep.
And it can appear, because I actually even see like a little piece of snot in the thing. Yeah. So it could be that they find that she has a benign thing. Yep. But at the same time, when I say I'm healed up from surgery, will I have pain moving forward? I keep getting the same word.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so strong. Because I actually think, well, yes, I believe pain's messaging.
Mm-hmm.
When I get pain, and I'm getting it right now,
Mm-hmm.
I will actually look at where it is, what I'm thinking, and what my mind was doing at that time. Like right now, I'm getting shots of pain through my right leg, and I honestly think it's because of you, Facebook user. Not in a bad way, just to remind me that pain is messaging. And there's something about the word deferred. Deferred pain is what I keep hearing. It's deferred pain, which it could be your pain is actually so that you will look at the chakra where you're feeling your pain.
That makes sense.
That's what happens to me. It's chakras and nadis. It's energy spots in the body.
Mm-hmm.
That's because I don't know what I said, what I was thinking. I don't know. But I said, oh, whenever I'm off track, just punch me good. That's what I said. Or if you could take this needle and just shove it into my tissue or something.
That feels like a be aware of what you ask for kind of situation.
Yeah, but I think I was not even a person yet when I said this. That's what I'm wondering. Like, why? Why did I ask for this? But it's because it's unmistakable.
Yeah.
I could ignore so many things, but pain is unignorable.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It's a pain in the ears.
Sometimes literally.
Literally, it can be. Yes, right in the when I ripped my butt muscle, that was a pain. Oh, I ripped my butt muscle and then I got a hematoma.
Oh, that sounds painful.
I don't even want to talk about it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the amount of pain that they have given me, those poopy heads. Okie dokie. Now this one is not specific. It's very general.
Okay.
Oh, okie dokie. Wait, it's an also. So I'm not sure if it's the same Facebook user. It says also. How can I make more money?
Oh.
I get an immediate answer, but
okay, yeah, you go for it because I'm still collecting.
You come to my house and smack me for this answer.
Okay.
Believe you can. That's
I like that.
What I hear. Believe you can. That's how you can make more money. And also believe that you have all the money you need no matter what. Because it's not about money. It's actually about the ability to give yourself and your loved ones what you want and need. We always think that money is the key to that. I have manifested so many things outside of the use of money. To the thing. And they're immediately putting me to my daughter and her obsession with horses. And as a single mom, if you have a child who is obsessed with horses, you maybe drive by some horses or get them a statue. But getting on a horse is a tall order financially. So I would manifest that she would be able to be on a horse for free or in a way that I could put her on that horse. And it happened.
Beautiful.
Absolutely happened. Most wonderful lady came into our life and did that for us. So yes, now you.
So I've got a whole pile of things to add to what you're saying. I was listening to The Secret on a drive down to Parksville a couple of weeks ago.
Blast from the past.
Pardon?
A blast from the past.
Right? It was really interesting. And this was actually The Secret specifically around money. So it was
a lot of it is.
Yeah. And what she was saying was when it comes to your bills or when it comes to spending money, make sure that you're always in a place of gratitude. And she said, add an extra zero to it. So and every time that money goes out, see it as money that comes in. So if you're writing a check, obviously this is a little bit dated, but if you're writing a check, always be in a place of gratitude and excitement and see it as a check that's coming to you. So when you write a check for hydro, it's actually money that's coming to you, but see it with an additional zero on it and just expect that money is going to come in and is going to flow in. I really enjoyed listening to it. It was really kind of uplifting and inspiring and gave some additional ideas. So I like audiobooks over reading books more often than not. And I find it's really great to listen to when I'm driving. So that's a little bit of kind of fun for you too. But I was also seeing something that feels like there's another door that's opening. So on top of everything that Bobbi said that I completely agree with, I feel like there is some sort of opportunity that you're going to be exploring and pursuing as well. But the encouragement is to make sure that you're not overextending yourself from an energy point of view, because it feels like you've already got a lot that's on your plate, and taking on this extra thing, although it feels like exciting and interesting initially, they're showing me kind of 6 to 8 months down the road that things start to get a little bit wobbly. So just be aware of what you're trying to take on, and make sure that you're in a place where your intentions are in alignment with what you're actually wanting to create.
I agree. When you talked about the door, they did that.
Right?
You have your eyeballs, so you can actually see it when that door does open. Yeah, I completely agree with you in that way. Yeah, and I actually think that unexpected door might be something that's somewhat spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any sort of about money, your spiritual work is going to not bring you as much money, because you'll have that I don't deserve it.
Yeah,
that way. We are so crazy about money.
Oh, nuts. Truly. And I mean, money is an energy of love. When we go back to when we were bartering and trading with each other, I did something I loved, you did something you loved, and we traded, and love supported love. And because our society got a lot bigger, that just it wasn't conducive to things working anymore. And so we brought in money, and then money became evil. But money is just facilitating love, being supported. So shift and change how you're seeing money and what it does. It's not evil. It's how we use it.
I always see it like guns in that way. When people say guns don't kill people, people kill people.
Yeah.
Money isn't evil. People are evil with it.
Exactly.
See it as power and blah, blah, blah. And then it distorts it for other people. Like money is bad. I don't want to have money. And then people, it starts this whole thing. Yeah, I grew up thinking anyone who had money was a bastard. It took me a while to actually let it go. And lots of people have money are bastards, but lots of people without money are bastards too. So
exactly. It's all about how we choose to use the money that we have.
Yeah. And you really don't need it as much as you think you need it. Because you will be provided with the things you need if you want them. Okie dokie.
Beautiful.
Ladies, that's us. This is Facebook user again.
This is a comment. Yes, that's us.
Maybe I'm procrastinating about making my choice which country to live in. Or maybe for permission. But will I ever feel strong enough to decide, or can something help me find my answer? I actually think it's inside of her.
Yeah.
I see it in here.
Like, it's so funny you say that, because I see it like trying on pants. Like that's the image. That's the image that I'm getting, is you have to try them on first before you can truly make a decision.
Yeah, and there's something about nationalism. I hear more and more and more about nationalism and how it's not good.
Yep.
Because it creates a false narrative of us belonging to something that is different than what that person belongs to, when we all belong to one actual thing.
Yep, exactly.
So I actually don't know that it matters which country this person lives in, because they'll still be living in that same body when they're with either country. They have to look at their body.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm also really wanting to focus on the experiences that will be different in one place compared to the other, and it feels like that becomes part of the decision making too. What is it you're wanting to experience?
What do you really want? What makes you tick? Make this decision based on you. I would love to move into another country, but I can't. I don't know where I get. Because I know where I know what Canada is like. I know the rules. I know the things I cannot do, things like that. I don't know. If I'm adventurous enough.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. For me, I want to explore and experience other countries and experience the spiritualism of other countries.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? I would love that. Yes, I would absolutely love that. I love going and being part of other people's religious ceremonies and rites and stuff. I love that, because people really believe, and it's just such a beautiful energy, because when people believe in something, it's real. It's just awesome. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Also, people who move to other countries where they do not speak that language primarily. Holy crap, are you brave?
Yes, very.
God, and you bring your children. Oh my Lord. Yeah, no. Moving to another city, moving off the island. No. Sorry. Sue, we're home buddies. Okay. So good they named you twice.
Sorry, what was that?
So good they named you twice. We're going to need clarification. Okay, my ex-wife.
Okay, yeah.
Oh. Is this real? Okay, so I'm going to read it out. It's from a Facebook user.
Okay.
My ex-wife ran away with a Nigerian taxi driver. They have 12 kids now. But boy, I still love her. Do you think we will get back together? Now I'm going to go on a limb and believe that we have a boy. You never know.
Yeah, this could also be from my Facebook page, because I do get a lot of spammers on my page, so that's also entirely possible as well.
Okay,
that's kind of what's happened. But if we are being serious, I hear no, that it's time to move on and to move forward.
Yeah, I actually my brain goes, why would you want to if this is true? Yeah, because if someone leaves you and then goes and has some babies with another person, then maybe you deserve a different person.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say better, because maybe they're wonderful and great. Made 12 human beings. I hope they're wonderful and great.
Yep.
I really, really, really do. But yeah, I'd actually, moving on is what I hear. And it's actually, I got Dick Van Dyke in my head. And anyone who's watched Night at the Museum 5,000 times, like I had to.
Yep.
Because your children get obsessed with the movie. And Dick Van Dyke was like, moving on. And yeah, Dick Van Dyke was the bad guy in that movie.
Really?
Yes, I know. Bad guy. Plays an excellent bad guy, because
I'm sure he does.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone. Isn't he gone?
No, he's still here. I just saw a post about him. He just celebrated his 99th birthday.
What a guy. Wow. Mm-hmm. I just heard God doesn't want him. That's what I heard.
He played a really good bad guy.
Okay. Facebook user says, hi, Bobbi and Erin, just popping on to say hello. Hello.
Hi.
Name, because we don't have your name, but thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
I'll bet you anything if we saw the name, we'd go, oh, hi, so-and-so. I think you're wonderful. Ruth says, LOL. Because we're hilarious. Thank you, Ruth. You didn't add that part. I added that part. We're hilarious. Okie dokie. Facebook user.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother always said, don't fear the dead. They can't harm you, but it's the living who will harm. Yeah. But that isn't always true. My friend worked in a mortuary. The coffin slipped off the top shelf and crushed him. The pathologist said death would have been instantaneous. Boy, I miss him. Any thoughts, guys?
Whoa.
Wow. You know what I heard? Immediately, live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah, I mean, wow. To me, if something like that happens under those circumstances, it was that person's time. You know, I don't think that we can fight. When it's our time, and we go. And that would be one of those, everything just had to fall into place in order for it to happen.
Yeah. And honestly, if an earthbound spirit, because that's the only ones who would be able to kill him, because the rested spirit would not be allowed to do that. There would be things that would stop him, and the angelic realm for certain. Mm-hmm. That it would be a strange and ridiculous coincidence that the earthbound spirit was able to push this over at the moment, because but you know, I want to say it's nothing like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
They don't really have the massive power we believe them to. But then at the same time, there's a little voice in my head that says, you haven't seen everything. So it's possible, but it's not possible. And I would also,
I would suggest that a person would probably start to see a buildup. So it's not going to be, I haven't had any sort of spirit experiences where they haven't touched me and they haven't done anything, to like, I'm in physical threat and harm from spirit. There would almost certainly have to be a buildup. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, because I lived with a nasty spirit at one point.
Mm-hmm.
My family did. Yeah. And my sister, it would throw its voice, it would throw our voices. And
Mhm.
that was quite terrifying. It would do
Yep.
things to terrify us.
Mhm.
It would wait till you were the last person in the house or the last person awake.
Yep.
And it was so malevolent. It was so terrifying. It actually did slap my sister awake once.
Whoa.
She woke up to a slap across the face.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and to my mind, there would have definitely been a buildup because it was doing progressively
Oh, it
more
was. Yeah. And the more it
nastier.
rained us, the bigger it got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we
Yeah.
were all in mourning as well. It was
Right.
right after my dad died. We had all moved into a house together.
Yeah.
And we were all trying. And I think my dad was coming through because
Mhm.
when your rested souls come through, they can sometimes, it's like the kitchen door, the flip, 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 flip.
Revolving. Yep.
Yeah, I just aged myself to the 1950s. No one has those doors anymore in their kitchens. People used to have push-in doors to their kitchens. Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we could have left our kitchens messy back then. Now your kitchen's on display the minute you walk into
It's right in the living room now.
doing
Oh
that
my
to
God,
ourselves. What is wrong with us? Anyway, yeah, because we're constantly eating. There's that too. Anyway, okie dokie. So yeah, that's a really interesting story. And
Mhm.
yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder honestly. But yeah, live by the sword, die by the sword is what I actually heard. So hopefully that means that was his best case scenario, was passing away in that way. I don't know how I want to pass away.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Nope.
think about it because I don't want to manifest it.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Not at this point in your life. Don't worry about it.
Because if I pass in my sleep, will I know I'm dead?
I suspect that you will.
Well, that's what I wonder. I go there in my sleep.
Yeah.
So will I be like, Dad, why aren't we waking?
Well,
Wait,
we
Mom, my
gotta help.
thing's alive. That's what I'm here. I can go hunting. That's my plan. Okie dokie. Ruth wants to know how we are.
We're good.
I am well. I am good.
Yes.
I was quite out of sorts before we did this. I was actually very, very out of sorts until I started my first reading. And then I felt much, much better.
Yeah.
You know, those days where you're like, I'm just so sad.
Yeah.
I'm so sad, but I'm so sad.
Yeah.
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 Palpable sadness. So yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling better now. Because they see your pretty face. Okay. Next question. Are you ready? I haven't even looked to see how many questions. Like, are we going to be here for the rest of our lives? No, we're good. We're good. We're not going to be here for the rest of our lives. There's some good ones though. Okay. There we go. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Do you see, this is Facebook user.
Okay.
Do you see things lifting and healing in the new year for our neighborhood drama? Oh, or anything coming up specifically for 2025 for me to focus on?
Oh, interesting.
Drama, bad energy in the neighborhood.
Interesting. I have a feeling that I'm familiar with this situation. I think.
Okay.
I think.
Do you think this person's going to move away?
Pardon?
Is it a particular person in the neighborhood?
I think it's a situation in the neighborhood. I think it's less a person and more a situation. I think it's in the neighborhood close to me. But I don't want to overthink what it is. So I'm just going to go with what first came up. The first message that I had coming through was that there was going to be a shift in the neighborhood, that things were going to start to get easier. But part of it, it feels like it has to do with how you're choosing to interact and engage as well. Like if there's stuff that's going on, there's only so much that you're going to be able to do about it. And I see you doing what you can and then focusing on yourself, on your family, and supporting yourself through it. And so for me, it feels like there's a disengagement, that's a certain amount of disengagement that's happening. Yeah.
Okay.
For you?
Well, I immediately first saw a for sale sign.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's for the user. I think it's for the problem.
Okay.
And I also see, I don't know if it's a particular house that they have to drive past to go home, but they want throwing a ball of love energy at it.
Yeah.
I find too, when people are being dinks, throwing love at them actually, it's like it stagnates and stops the dinky behavior. If you get mad at it, you actually feed the dinky behavior. It's kind of like the hunting thing. With our ghosty thing, when you got scared, it got bigger. and it got better and it got stronger and it got even worse. Is what happened. So yeah, when you pay attention to evil, evil grows.
Yeah.
Which is such a weird thing because you don't want to ignore evil.
No. Yeah.
But it's a vacuum. Things cannot grow within a vacuum. That's what they say. How can evil be evil if no one's there to call it evil?
That's a beautiful way to put it. Yeah.
And I see a big golden ball all around what I think to be the house, if there is a particular house.
Yeah.
And just light on it. What you would like to see.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's a tough thing. Yeah. Yeah. And balance is what I think this person wants to focus on.
Sorry, what was that?
Balance for the new year.
Yes, absolutely.
Just freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. And then was there a second part to the question about what was coming up for 2025?
Yes, that was. Or anything coming up specifically for 2025 to focus on. Yeah. That's why I said balance. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I like that. And you know what? I think that kind of fits into what I'm seeing, but I'm actually seeing like a stretching and movement and moving. And so like stretching, but that's also a balance thing too. I'm going to send you the pose that I'm seeing in my brain because I can't think of what it's called, but I think it's going from warrior and then you're going up on the 1 foot and maybe you're going down and you're doing like a thing like this.
Right angle pose.
That's the one. That's what I'm seeing. And for me, I definitely need a lot of balance to do that pose.
Right angle pose is a reaching pose where you allow that full energy to go from where you're reaching to all the way to the toe. It's a root to tip. Yeah, it actually stretches this. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's probably why I've personally been wanting to do it, but that's also what I'm seeing. That's also what I'm seeing for our querent.
Well, yeah, because if I put you in that pose, you might likely have a poopy that day and get out some stuff out of your intestines that was rotting away and staying in there a little bit.
Sorry, did you say I would have a booby?
No, poopy.
Oh!
You already have a booby. You have two.
I've got two built in already.
We'll let a third. It would make our show a little bit more popular because we'd be like, I want to look at the 3 boobs. Oh, psych.
Right. We might end up with more men on the show. You never know.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. That just reminds me, I looked on YouTube as to what my audience was.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's almost 70% men.
Is that really?
It's really weird. And then I watched one of my videos and said, oh, I get it. Yeah. I shoot a lot of them like this. You're not listening to me. Looking at my cleavage.
I'm just watching you.
I'm just watching it. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough about that. Okay, new question?
Yep, new question.
Okay, I can see this person's name.
Okay.
Should I say it or should I Facebook user you?
Let's Facebook user.
Okay, she's actually a YouTube user. That's why I can't think of one specific question as I am drawn more than one area. I'll go with my health. Okay. Mine and my husband's.
Okay. Okay, so for your health, I've got movement that's coming up. I've got a lot that's coming up in through like hips or reproductive. Like I'm kind of wanting to do some like almost belly dancing kind of movement to open things up. So this could also be digestive, I suppose, as well. But like things need to start moving. And I also feel really uncomfortable in my body and through my neck and shoulders. So I'm wanting to get some stretching and some movement into those areas. I feel like we do have something that's going on from a health perspective, but I don't feel like this is something that's really big. It feels like it's more little adjustments and fine tuning that will help to support.
Yeah, like uteral. Yeah. Very sacral chakra. Yeah. And meeting this person as I do, and because this person has a loved one on the other side that pops into my lives.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have read so many people who are connected to this person. Mm-hmm. And I said, it's okay. You can come in whenever you want. So yeah, the thought of belly dancing, Pat. Sorry, I said your name. I did say your name. This person, you know who it is freaking tickled pink to thought of you going to a belly dancing class. And there is one on 4th Street.
Oh, cool. I had no idea we had belly dancing in town.
I was watching it actually from the parking lot on 4th Street because where it is, there's this big window.
Yeah.
It used to be a hair salon. If you live in Courtney, you know probably exactly where I'm talking about. Cool. And I watched these ladies do a belly dancing class. And first off, all I could think was, do they know that I am watching them do a belly dancing class from my car right now? And envying them. Actually, I thought, I want to go join that belly dancing class.
We need to go belly dancing.
I and look out the window. That would be I'd be shaking it for the masses. But I think you're absolutely right. I think it's sacral chakra energy that needs to travel up from that part of her and move all the way up. When it comes to your husband, I actually think it's exactly the same spot, but he's not moving it.
Yeah.
It is going, and all I can hear is prostate, 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 prostate.
Yeah.
So
and poop. Like I've got like, I want to really take a look into his bowel movements and make sure there's like fiber and water and looking at diet and
it could be like a lot of stagnation in that area. And honestly, it is so family, it's parent. Because I know with her, it's very uteral.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you go up into the intestines and stuff. But I am privy to some information. So that's why I asked you to go first. Actually, I was like, so I on it, and I actually hear a change of view. And I honestly think I have said this to this person before.
Yeah,
go on a vacation.
Yes.
Yeah, even has to be an educational one.
Yeah,
because to me, well, everything would be educational. If I was going on vacation, I'd go to Mayan, or I would go to Ireland. Or I would go somewhere where I learn more about spirituality. Myself. But something like that. Because also too, though, if we go on a spiritual vacation, what we're doing is we're feeding ourselves and enjoying ourselves. So it could go on a cruise. That's amazing.
I love it. I have Hawaii popping in.
Oh,
and if you decide to go to Hawaii, just pack me in your suitcase.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're going to need spiritual advisors. One for each of you.
There you go.
Erin and I are always available to go on your vacations.
Yep.
If it's both of us, awesome.
I think actually we might be a package deal in this particular instance. I think so.
So right under that is a Facebook user says, coming to say hello.
Hi, Facebook user.
I'm looking to see if they knock on my door. Hello, Facebook user. Okie dokie. I like this one next. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not sure about this. I'm going to read it out. Okay.
Ready?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That third party crush he had. Think that happened is happening, but maybe not anymore. And we still talking about, but patience is hard. I'm doing me, but dang, feels like he's coming to realization and coming back around. Patience? This voice keeps saying, don't walk away. Why is it that I'm not into the other people interested in me? And it's his skinny ass doing me, but dang, keeping it cool.
I'm 99% sure I know who this is.
I don't think I did it any justice.
I could hear her voice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So okay, so let me just ask about what did she call him, a skinny ass boy?
Yeah. Okay. It's the skinny ass interested in me, and it's his skinny ass.
Okay, let's take a look. So still like focusing and concentrating on you, because that's always going to be your priority, especially until things are moving along in a relationship. But even once you're in relationship, you still need to make sure that you're taking care of you too. I think that is really telling that you're not interested in the other guys, because you've kind of put it out to universe and you've said, hey, like, let's see what else is available. And universe is like, well, how about this guy that you're not interested in, or this guy you're not interested in, or this guy. So there's a reason that things are still kind of connected with that guy. At the same time, I'm feeling kind of moving on, moving forward, moving past. You're going to know by the middle of January for sure. That's about a month away. And yeah, and take your time.
Yeah. Okay. Dokie. Yeah. I feel like it's an itch they gotta scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you have a craving for something, you don't have that. So you have the next best thing. That craving is still there. You need to satisfy that so that it's over and done.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might need to do this person. So you can go, okay, been there, done with the t-shirt.
Yep. And moving on.
Moving on. Yeah. Or, well, no. I think it has to be moving on, doesn't it? Kind of a little bit. Yeah. There's a worthiness going on, but it's almost like don't need to worry about worthiness. You do you.
Love that.
If you're a skinny ass. Oh, that was like one of the best questions.
Right?
I'm Feb. I'm thinking that maybe Ruth wanted to say I'm Fab. I'm Feb. Could be February.
Or fabulous.
Yeah, I kind of think it's Fab. I think I'm Fab. I'm hoping.
Awesome.
If you're Fab, Ruth, then we're happy about that. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Now, I don't know if we have more than one person from Manchester.
Okay.
But I'm going to say it. Okay. Oh, I don't even know if I can say that word. Hey, from Manchester, England. I hope you are well. I am a simple, poor English farmer with a 5,000 head dairy herd of cattle in Manchester city center. Okay, wait. We know someone in Manchester who wants to get laid, so maybe I should. Anywho, last week I was checking on my bullocks.
Okay.
I thought that was balls.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, bollocks can be balls, but
okay. Okay.
But I'm wondering if this might be a bull.
Yeah, cicada swept in, and I only know these because they're in English shows all the time. The cicadas swept in and snatched my beloved cow Daisy, my best maker, and flew away with her.
I think we're being punked.
Yeah, presumably to the monstrous creature's nest. God only knows what suffering she endured. I am crying as I type this. It makes me so emotional. Sorry, my question is, do cows go to heaven? Thanks for your patience and kindness. I look forward to your kind response. Well, you know what? If you meat eaters, if cows go to heaven, you're all in big trouble because you eat your families like crazy. I know dogs go to heaven. I've actually seen rats in heaven. I think I had a bird not long ago. I was like, oh my God, this is my first bird. It's our attachment to them that creates that soul attachment that keeps them going. That's why we're so attached with dogs.
Yeah.
So if that your best milker Daisy could very well be on the other side waiting for you if you are actually, I mean, they didn't put a emoji at the bottom, so oh, I'm freezing too.
You're freezing? I can see you clearly.
Oh.
Am I frozen?
Not right now, no. And I haven't frozen for you, have I?
No, I don't think so. Only when I was having issues, but that was my side.
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah. Somebody.
Well, it's probably if it came up in a comment. I mean, it takes us so long to get down to the comments because we're talking. So that's probably what happened. So.
Well, and I could have been still for more than 2 seconds, and then people would think I'm frozen because I'm never still for more than 2 seconds. I don't even think I'm still when I sleep. I think
I'm definitely not still when I sleep.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I had last. Yeah, my dog's been sleeping with me. He is a total bed hog.
I'm sure he is.
Oh, he's ridiculous, and he can't get close enough to you with it. Yeah, I can't believe he's having his nap over there. Okie dokie. Now, okay, so yes, Daisy should be in heaven if that. Yeah, and I think cicadas are like this big.
They're not very big. I think that might be a punking situation.
Yeah, I think so too. But it was a fun story. Okay,
it was a great question.
It was a great question. Yes, this one ambiguous.
Okay.
How is my son?
I get he's good, but also tired. Like when I feel into him, I feel like he's tired. It feels like his energy is dropping, but he still feels like he's good. Like he's still walking, he's still doing his thing, and he's good. I feel like I know who this person is as well. Is this a Facebook user?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I think that I know who this person is, and I think her son is still with us, is on an island.
That's exactly where my brain was as well.
Yeah. And so when I as soon as I tapped in, and what I felt was I felt tired, but I felt good. What about you? What comes up for you?
I get immediately not alone.
Oh, yeah. So when you say not alone, do you mean like another person? Do you mean an animal? Do you mean like spirit? What comes up for you? Miss Bobbi? Oh, I think that you might be frozen. Or maybe I'm frozen. Oh, I think that I'm in the live session. Everyone can hear me, but I think that we might be having issues with Bobbi. So, and I can't see any comments. I'm going to try a message to Miss Bobbi. And see what comes up. And while we're waiting, because again, I don't know if we're still, oh, okay. But it looks like I'm still in the session. Looks like streaming started. So let's talk about, let's pull a couple cards and see what's popping up for us. My cards are here. So let's just take a moment, my friends, and we're going to hope that Bobbi comes back and joins us. And oh, there she is!
My whole computer just turned off. Everything just went black.
I don't know if I was live, but I was just about to pull a card. And so the card that I've pulled for us is Courage. This is Archangel Ariel. I'll hold her right up.
Oh, it's Ariel.
Right?
Of course it is.
Of course it's Ariel. Be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. Archangel Ariel is like the girlfriend who always has your back. If angels had ego, they don't. But if they do, she would be the friend that you could go up to and say, hey, I've got a dead body. And she's like, I've got an empty trunk, shovels, and I know where we can put it. It's like, yes, she's always got your back.
Are you sure she didn't ask first, why'd you kill him?
No, probably not, because she doesn't want to know to be implicated.
Killing them? Or okay. I saw it as a goodbye Earl kind of situation. But yeah, that was weird. And that you pulled Ariel right after that.
Right?
That is so strange.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I gotta find the chat again. Holy cow. Wow, that was so bizarre. Everything is so tiny.
That was so weird. Well, I mean, like we are in the middle of Mercury retrograde right now, and Mercury retrograde like hits electronics and communication, and
yeah, and there's a reason for everything. Okay, I don't. Because immediately my brain goes to my book.
Yes,
and that's why all that happened. But that's so self-serving. So I actually,
Well, we should definitely talk about your book.
Yeah, but I actually think too, with what we were talking about with the boy, the son.
The son.
I would go to him.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like if it is the person that we think it is, that they should maybe go to the shore and have a picnic.
Yeah, I was going to say fire. Yeah, absolutely.
And wait. And if it's not the person we think it is, if this is the person whose son is actually on the other side, then go to this beach and have a picnic.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Because he will come and sit with you.
Yeah.
Oh. And if it's the person we think it is, just to say he will come and sit with you, it is so loaded.
Yeah.
And I apologize for it.
Yeah.
Because it's so huge and loaded and blah. And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. That was so weird. Okie dokie. So, okay, where were we? Ooh, there's a lot of messages. Okay,
Yeah.
now let me do a check-in with you
Okay.
because we're at an hour and a half. How are you feeling?
Yep. I've probably got another 10, 15 minutes. How are you feeling?
Oh, okie dokie. I will honor your 10 to 15 minutes because I will push myself until I'm barfing.
Okay. No puking today. None of that allowed.
And that is not a euphemism. I actually vomit when
Yeah,
I overdo. I vomited all the way from Duncan to Courtney. I can't even believe I did that. I was driving with a cup. Perfect because I just wanted to get home.
Oh.
It was dumb. I should have pulled over, called
Yeah.
my husband, but
Well, I've sat close to you at spirit fairs, and like between every reading, you're running out, and you're sometimes so.
Yeah. Happens with Lucia's in the bathroom almost every time.
Poor Lucia.
It's because she's got such amazing energy, and she's the only one who can handle me and their vomiting, I think. She actually rub my back while I do it.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Now, I'm still trying to find us.
Okay.
Okie
I'm right
dokie.
here.
I got where we were with our, okay, there we are. Okie dokie. Okay, Bobbi, you're freezing too. You guys are funny. I don't know who that is, but boy, do they have a good sense of humor.
Yep.
Person turquoise waving. Oh, that's Ruth waving. Person turquoise. Oh. That's the person in the turquoise outfit. They explain emojis on here. They don't show emojis.
It's so funny.
Okie dokie. It's coming through better on YouTube, Rebecca says.
Awesome.
And it is on Facebook. And we might be going to another streaming service.
We need to go to another streaming. So actually, if you do any live streaming and you know of somebody that works better, we've made a switch from StreamYard to where we are now, and we aren't happy. So if you have some suggestions, drop it in the comments. We would love to hear from you.
If you're a streamer, we want to know where to stream.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, beautiful ladies watching from beautiful Bali. You guys are hello, Facebook viewers.
Hi.
I want to go to Bali. I keep telling my daughter when she gets her kinesiology degree, we should go to Bali, and she should train for yoga.
Yeah,
and I'll do training with her because why not? I'm in Bali,
Absolutely.
and I could always use a refresher. I'm a yoga.
Yes. Awesome. I think Linda I say hi back.
Linda is thanking us. She says blessings to both of us. Well, she says bless you both. The same thing. She's very creative. I think you're getting things. Thank you. Okay, because Anyway, I just moved to Ahmed, which I love. Ahmed, E-M-E-D. Do you know where that is? No.
Yeah.
But I'm still feeling a little isolated in regards to meeting people. What can I do to put myself out there and find my unique purpose for my soul? Very different things, but okie dokie. Lots of love. Thank you. You're welcome.
So I have a couple of things that are popping up. Did you want to start? Is there anything popping up for you?
I actually see them opening up to in a power sort of way to new experiences, like going out, I am open to new experiences and to new things coming to me. Yeah. And that could actually cover both things.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really interesting because some of the connections feel like they're while you're doing quote unquote mundane things. Like I'm seeing going to the grocery store or to the market or to other things. And it's almost like the people that you're meant to connect with, you're going to connect with through your day-to-day activities because you're meant to connect with them. I mean, obviously, if there are classes or courses or events or things that are happening that are of interest to you, then please explore those things because you're going to meet people who are on similar wavelength. But I'm seeing you doing it while you're going about your day-to-day business. And I love what you've said with opening up like your power, because that's just going to help to draw the people in or to lead you to the people that you're meant to connect with.
Yeah. And I think it's very important that this person open up with the idea of their power.
Yeah.
Rather than I hope I meet somebody or I'm going to put myself out there. No, go out there and go, I am going to change a life today by becoming a best friend.
Absolutely.
People out there who don't realize how amazing I am, and here I come.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. The universe is conspiring to bring you the best.
And where the heck is Ahmed?
We're gonna have
capital A-M-E-D.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It's in Bali.
Oh, okie dokie.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same person.
I'm sure that it is. So
take the yoga teacher training.
yes, absolutely. But I also hear breath and breathing work coming up for this person too. But I'm really wanting to put some energy and some focus into breath and breathing. And yeah, there are social events that I'm seeing popping up around for you too.
Yeah, I kind of see that too. Yeah, and because if you do the things that you love, then you will meet the people that love the things that you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
The other part that I'm seeing, do you remember square dancing like in elementary school?
High school for me. We had to
Was it high school?
Yeah.
And you know, there's that one move where the women go around one way and the men go around in the other way, and you're shaking hands as you're moving through it, and you kind of go around in a circle. That's also what I'm seeing too. So it feels like there's an existing circle that you're able to get into.
What is that called again?
I can't remember. I want to say do-si-do, but that's not right because the do-si-do
is this one.
Yeah, but this is like the shaking of the hands and you're going around the circle. And so there's already some sort of circle that's established that you're able to shake your hands into.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay. Looking to see if there's anything coming through for me around future steps to take moving forward. A little ambiguous again.
Mm-hmm. So I'm hearing shake it off. So there's something that you're already in the process of releasing, but you need to like shake it off, let go of its hold. It's something that's holding you back. So this could be relationship, this could be circumstance, situation, this could be thought pattern or belief system or something that you used to do that you've already changed the habit for, but you need to shake off whatever is residual from it. I've already forgotten the question because that came up so strongly.
Yes, steps moving forward.
Steps moving forward. Thank you.
Now I have those in my head. Shake it out. Shake it off.
Shake it up. Shake it. Yeah, exactly. Dance and move. Man, there have been a lot of moving messages that have come up today too. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I get a book. I see them looking through a book. Mm-hmm. So it could be to look at new. I think it's spirituality that they might want to start looking more towards what other people are saying so they can start to find out they're not crazy. Because sometimes the things that goes off in our heads do make us feel crazy. I say it to people all the time. If I didn't have you, I think I was insane.
Yes. So there's these people that talk to me. Yeah, that's normal. That's totally normal.
Speaking of insane.
Yeah.
The cicadas are back.
Okay, hold on. Before we go to the cicadas, I've got a couple of more things that came up for this person. I'm from like a practical physical world. I definitely agree with Bobbi because there's some spirituality stuff that's going on, but it also feels like there are some physical world changes that you're going to be making as well. And I'm hearing to take the leap. So that says to me that we've got something that feels like it might be a big change, but that you've been working towards it in some way, shape, or form. And I want to encourage you to do it, especially through like February, March of 2025, because things feel like they're shaking up. And if you don't make the change, then you just kind of get stuck in the spiral. So
yeah, if you don't make the change now, you will make it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll make it more blaring and make you do it. Yeah. And I still see the book with that too. So it could actually be something that they have been studying and are aware of.
Yeah.
Just put it into practice just yet.
Yeah.
It could very much be that. Yeah.
Totally makes sense. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. What do we have next?
I really want to know who is writing these cicada things because I honestly don't want to take away from other people's time.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, they'll still be in the comments and please feel free to read them because they're quite funny.
Okay. All right. That's a great way to put it forward, especially since
this person is a writer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because and I know it's you because you're talking about the cicadas and Folly Stone. That's not how North Americans weigh themselves. So yeah, you're adorable. You're hilarious. Anyway, yeah. At least they're not being a poop and trying to give people fake advice and stuff. So yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's yeah. Anyway, okay. Now
All right, who's next?
Very ambiguous. Do you have any messages for me?
I heard somebody really sassy that said no.
That's hilarious. I saw her on a treadmill.
I like that. Yep.
Yeah. And it's like because immediately I heard that she needs to move. Yep. And then I saw her on a treadmill. So it could very well be that she keeps doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something different.
Yeah, because as soon as you started talking about treadmill, I went into exercise, but then they showed me the hamster wheel that we're just kind of running around the same hamster wheel, and that there is change that needs to be made, but that you need to make the choice and the decision to make the change. The change isn't going to just happen.
Because she might not be seeing that it's a treadmill.
Yeah.
Because it looks like one of those floating sidewalks in the airports.
Yeah, I hear you.
What do they call it again? Oh, lazy people vestiges.
But we're not suggesting that this is happening out of laziness.
No, oh gosh, no, that's just in the airports.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not laziness. I think that Ruth doesn't realize how much better it could be for her.
Yes. Yeah. And also something that I've noticed that people have kind of fallen into when they move into spirituality. You know, I have lots of intention. My intention is, but there isn't action that supports the intention that you have. And I think it's really important that you're taking action steps on a regular and consistent basis, certainly anytime it pops in, because intention works like to a certain extent, but it needs to be followed up with our action too.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
That's what I hear as well. Yeah. Because so often we can actually believe that we're doing something, but we're actually not really doing it. We're just intending to do it, but don't do it. Yeah. I know I do that. Okay. Yeah. So this is a your response. This is per your response. It's just autocorrected that. I just want you to know that I am laughing at myself.
Good.
I'm not sure who it was. Anyway. Good. Someone else has asked us to remind them what to do to allow Facebook to use your name and not just put Facebook user, but I don't know. Do you know? We don't know.
We don't know, because I was looking into it today. I couldn't find any information on it because I wanted us to be able to do it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to find a new system, because this one just isn't really working for us. So yeah, hopefully the next time we're live, that won't be an issue. And otherwise, what we'll maybe do is we'll just put down in the bottom, we'll put a little thing. If you want us to know who it is, who's commenting, and you're on Facebook, then type in your name.
Yeah, I think actually, and now they're back again. And I am seeing that these people, yeah, I know he's a scammer, but is he scamming you guys? Is he bothering you?
Oh, the person with the cicadas?
Yes, they're showing up as Virgil Kane. I know he's saying now that he's on Texas, now he's actually recreating Green Mile.
Oh, okay.
The stuff. Yeah. So I guess I just need to block you.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Whoever's platform he's showing up on, it's likely mine, because I get a lot of scammers. They'll just be blocked.
Block Virgil Kane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like, honestly, they have anything else to do with your life. Another Facebook user. Hi, hello, lovely ladies. You two never ever change. Will we change our clothes?
Yeah, and we shower. I do anyway.
I do sometimes as well. Because I have found that running around in a rainstorm with a bar of soap is not sufficient.
When I used to sell soap, bath, and beauty products, and I was set up at an outdoor market when it was raining, I would just tell people when they bought their soap that we were providing them with a free shower. So, and it was.
Yeah. That means horses are in heaven too. Cool. I can get a ride into heaven. Well, they're not there for your use. Read Gulliver's Travels.
They put in the work.
I'm constantly pushing people towards Gulliver's Travels, because the 4th book of Gulliver's Travels is very telling about humans and equines. That's all I can say about that. Okie dokie. So yeah, we're almost at the end. We actually only have 3 more questions.
Okay, cool. Let's do 3 more questions and then then that will be our day. Does that feel okay?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, we have more than 3, but okay, dokie.
But we have to choose a spot.
Yes. Okay, yeah, there's a couple ones that we can answer fast and furious.
Cool. All right, let's do it.
So, I can't find the one, but I did see one, and it was a person that we both know, that we both read.
Okay.
And she wanted to know if there was any messages for her. Does it make sense if I just...
Okay, well, I'm hearing travel. As soon as you said that, I'm wanting to talk about travel, and I feel like there's a need to explore, to experience new things, and experience new things in general. So, I mean, yes, this can be like a physical travel, but also like things in your mind, things on a spiritual level. But it's time to start experiencing new things. So, what tickles your fancy?
Wow, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, and could it also be travel for work?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. It could be travel for work, but especially if there's work travel, I also want to say make sure that there's pleasure travel too. So either incorporate it into what you're doing or make sure that you're going on a trip too.
Well, I think the work might be her spirituality.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Incorporate in it, because as soon as I said work, they said no, spirituality, but it's that same sort of thing, because I think ancestrally that makes a difference for this person.
Cool. Very cool. I'm excited about that.
I'm really glad I didn't tell you who it was. Can I tell you?
Yeah, please. I knew it was Carla. As soon as you said that, I'm like, oh, I know who this is. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
And yeah, you should have. I don't know that I would have said it, and Carla's been on my mind so much lately too. So I'm so glad that she popped on to say hi.
Yes. Yeah. She's one of those folks, isn't she?
Right.
Your mind. Yes. Okie dokie. Now this next one is it's from and she's actually using her name. Thank you, Kita. She's saying hello, and she wants to know if there's any messages from Gran or Sarah. And honestly, it is exactly how you expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear anything? Or yeah,
I've got food and recipes that are coming up really strongly, and I'm wanting to connect with, I think, both of these people through food, and to sit down and to prepare a meal that they would have enjoyed, maybe would have even prepared together,
and then burn that meal.
Yeah. And I want candles with it, because it feels like that makes it special.
Well, I actually think that the candles you might be seeing have to do with the candles Catholics light.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
Because the burning of the meal is the same sort of thing. I'm sending food to you so that you are always fed on the other side.
Oh, I love that.
And the candle is so that you'll always be within the light on the other side.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I think exactly. Well done, young lady. Okie dokie.
Love it.
All right. Any messages for me today from any of my loved ones? Honestly, I really actually heard we're here and we love you, because that is so ambiguous.
Yeah. Yeah. I had somebody who was kind of saucy coming up, and was just kind of being a little bit of a jokester. I can't even get what it is, but like I feel like a him, and I feel like I just want to kind of sit down and have a really good laugh with you. And I'm seeing like pouring some sort of beverage, and just like kicking back and laughing and having a really good time with people.
Yeah. Do you feel a fart in that?
Yeah, probably. It would totally make sense.
Which could just be a release, a relaxed, because people you can fart around. I actually don't know anyone I can fart around. Maybe my dog, and he would still judge me.
Anyway, the side eye. Is that you?
Well, you yell at me when I do that. Yeah. Deidre is just put her name. So hello.
Oh, awesome. Hi, Deidre.
Hi, ladies, to the Manchester person. I was born in Warrington.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Happy festive season. Many messages of love and connection with old friends romantically. I've had lots of options dating lately and really enjoying the connection. Just curious what comes out. I see you walking back and putting your foot in an old shoe.
Oh.
and it fits because it's your old shoe.
Interesting.
I know that sounds wrong, but I actually think you might want to break a new shoe in.
Yeah. Because I've got like 3 options, and I'm seeing like whittling them down. And as we move into like the end of January, beginning of February, I've got like 1, and it feels like you're focusing on 1. So, allow yourself to explore and to experience the options that are presenting themselves. But it feels like you're letting them go and they're falling off.
Well, I actually see, how Birkenstocks actually mold to your feet?
Yeah.
I'm seeing it as though the Birkenstock molded to their feet, but now they have a wart. So the Birkenstock doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
So they've grown something. They've grown, and now they can't fit into the old shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we got another name, Colleen Klein. Hold
on a second before we move on from that too, because when you first talked about like fitting in a shoe, it felt like it was like an old partner who had come up, and just letting that go. There was something else, but I've lost it. So
yeah, that's the same sort of thing. Yeah, old habits, old partners. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's actually what my husband says. You can't put a poop back in. Yeah, getting back together with your ex is like trying to shove it back in. That's what he says. It's all close. You're just gonna make a mess of yourself. Yeah.
I won't tell you where I went with that. Let's just keep carrying forward.
Okie dokie. Okay. Hi, Bobbi. I'm hoping there is a message for me from my brother today. I heard him a few days ago, but not clear on the message. Do you get anything from that?
Yeah, I do. I was hearing to slow down, that it feels like you're moving really, really quickly. And he's like, just slow down, just come and sit and relax with me, slow down, enjoy, to not to rush. And it feels like there's opportunity for a really beautiful connection. And he's showing me that he's really trying to get through to you. Like he's like yelling at you, like this. So slow down. And also, just because he's showing me yelling, like pay attention to what you're hearing. So like song lyrics or thoughts in your head or voices that pop in, and be aware of what you're choosing to listen to.
Yeah, I totally agree. I actually get pay attention. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Like she's looking a little bit too forward.
Yeah.
Right dang there.
Yeah, right next to you.
He also might be telling her stuff she doesn't want to hear, and that's why. Yeah. And the dead aren't always right. They're still that person.
Yeah, that's right.
They're not an angel. So
yeah. One of the things that Carol, my teacher, used to say was, if you wouldn't have talked with your grandmother about sex while she was here, don't talk to her about it now that she's gone, because she's going to give you the same advice, the same information. So talk to them about the things you would have spoken to them about while they were here.
Invite grandma into your bedroom, period. Just don't, because you might realize she's there at one point. Trust me on that one. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, we've got one more.
One more.
One more.
Oh, okie dokie. Well, okay. I am hoping there's a message from my husband's grandma, Shirley.
I just got a bit of a smack upside the head, not for you, but for the husband. Just this kind of little smack upside the head. And it feels like he's doing something that he knows that he shouldn't be doing. And I'm kind of wanting to take a look at food and diet. But she's like, smarten up.
Okie dokie. Yeah. I also think too, he can smell her, and that's how she's coming in to say hello.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And there's something he keeps putting up a picture and it falling down, picking up picture and falling down, picture and falling down.
Nice.
So there might be something that symbolizes her to him. That on, oh my God, this is gonna, and it might be because she just showed. I used to wear my dad's watch right after he died.
Yep.
Thing flew off my hand so many times. Because I had to let go of seeing things as him.
Yeah.
And no, he's here. He's not in a watch. He's not in a necklace. He's not. Anytime I've gotten attached to something that is him to me.
Yeah.
Or he breaks it. So yeah, I'm not supposed to do that. And I kind of think this is the same thing with your husband's grandma, Shirley. Yeah. Yeah. His crying looks like it's alone.
Aw.
But it looks like it has to be.
Yeah.
Because it sucks to do the ugly cry in front of other people with the snot and the things and the stuff. And you just got to work it through and not have someone rub your back about it. And honestly, make it worse by sympathizing with you.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think there's something like that in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he should be happy for Shirley. Because she's
good.
Yeah. Shirley's happy. There's something about her lower back. It's all good.
Yeah. She's good.
But yeah. She's much better than she used to be. I just want to quickly, my sister-in-law passed a couple of days ago. I hope she is now with my brother-in-law in the spirit world. You betcha.
Yeah.
I saw that one and said, oh, I can answer that.
Yeah, we have to do that one. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's a few I can answer so fast, but I don't want to keep you. Yes. Yeah. Still on track, but there's snow on the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been asked if I missed the first part, so I'm not sure if you're doing questions. If so, my special guy and I, are we still on track? Sometimes seems so hot and cold. I actually see snow on the tracks that is slowing down it looks like the Polar Express, but you know what they did then? They jumped the track and they went on the iceberg.
I really need to see these movies. I haven't seen them.
Seen Polar Express?
I haven't seen Polar Express.
We have to have a Christmas movie night.
That sounds great. Do you know what? It's so funny because I saw us going to the theater to watch a movie and I was like all in my jammies and I had my blanket. So I think that that's a really great idea.
That's perfect. Oh, look, I'm the emoji guy. Okie dokie. Okay. Well, thank you everyone who came. Yes. And we apologize for anyone we didn't get to, but we were here for 2 full hours.
Yep.
Completely. We were at 1 hour, 55 minutes, 49 seconds.
Yes. Yes. And we are so incredibly grateful that you joined us this afternoon, this evening, because it's always such a pleasure connecting with you. I'm so glad that we were able to take your questions today too.
It wouldn't be anywhere near as much fun if they didn't show up.
Right?
Yes. You and I laughing at our own jokes.
And I mean, we can do that, but it's great if other people decide to laugh with us.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Virgil. Find a hobby.
Yeah.
Something
like a
writer. Translate that into something positive. Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And we're as real as you are. Okay, my friend.
Awesome.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you?
I am ready.
All right. Namaste.
Namaste. We're almost in sync.
As in sync as we can be. Okay, you have to.